There's one thing that people always say which annoys me. Even the monsters in the game say that. Asgore killed the humans that have fallen in the underground before us. But that isn't true, and I explain to you now why. Let's start with Asgore himself. From the character, Asgore's way too nice at that he would kill someone. His behavior and the things that he says alone show that he didn't even want it. He stops in every room before the barrier and says things like, "Just imagine it's like going to the dentist." With that, he not only wants to calm us down, but especially himself. Before the battle at the barrier starts, he even asks again if we really want to continue. No other monster in the entire underground does that. At the end of the fight, he then tells us, "I actually didn't want to kill someone. I just want to see my wife and my child again." Then he offers us to stay in the underground and become a family with Toriel. That shows that Asgore is secretly a nice guy, but a few monsters even say, like Andan and Papyrus. Toriel is the only one who claims that Asgore would be dangerous and that he wants to kill us. Since we met her at the beginning and trust her, we believe that. I bet if someone would tell us that at the end, we would hardly disagree. Also, if Asgore really killed the humans, he would be much more brutal with the monsters, and especially with humans. Why? Because of EXP. Like the game explains to us, you get EXP if you kill a monster, which increases your LV. The more you kill, the more heartless you become, as you experience in the genocide run. By the monsters, it's the same. The more humans they hurt, the more emotionless they get. But he isn't, and that shows that he never even killed a child once. Let's go to the next point. Over our adventure, we find different items and clothes, who help us during the fights and even give us better stats. These things belong to the humans, who were in the underground before us. The things later where the humans died, whether by a tragic accident or because other monsters killed them. I tell you now exactly which equipment belongs to who, and how they could died. First, we find the bow and the plastic knife in the ruins. This belongs to the light blue soul, Patience. During the game, Toriel begs us to wait for her until she gets back. This is how the human died. She waited so long that she died, or some monster killed her while she waited. This means that in a way, Toriel already has a human on her consciousness. Next, we find gloves in the chest by the Snowdin forest, and the shopkeeper in Snowdin sells the gloves and the bandana, which belongs to the orange soul, Bravery. Here, I have the assumption that this human was killed by Sans. To this time, he didn't know about Toriel and didn't make the promise yet to not kill humans, so he did. In Waterfall is the tutu behind the waterfall and the ballet shoes behind the bush. This belongs to the human with the dark blue soul, Integrity. Here I think that the human maybe got killed by Undyne. In the shop of the turtle Gerson, he sells us the things from the purple soul, Perseverance, the notebook and the broken glasses. This human died through exhaustion. Since all the battles against the monsters and the walking through the underground was too much for him. In Waterfall, he collapsed. Kindness, the green soul, died in Hotland, since we find the apron and the frying pan there. Rather, the human died because he couldn't handle the heat, or he died by the attempt to save a monster, where she fell into the lava. Next, we have the yellow soul, Justice. These items we find by Bretty and Catty's shop. These are a cowboy hat and a toy gun. I have the suggestion that eventually Metaton has something to do with it. According to Bretty and Catty, they found the things by the dumpster. So it also could be possible that the human got surprised by the mad dummy and killed by him. Since all these locations are coming before Asgore's castle, or rather they lay there, show us that Asgore couldn't kill the humans. If he did it, we will find all the equipment in the new home, or even by the coffins from the humans in Asgore's basement. The human souls were brought to Asgore by the monsters where the human died, and Asgore then put their souls in the container. But the clothes stayed there. You may now ask, but what about the things you can find by Asgore's house? The heart locket and the knife? Well, that's easy. It belongs to the first human that fell down. The human who lived together with Asgore, Toriel, and Asriel. Chara. What happened to Chara? We all learn in the game. That's the reason why the items are in presence and not just laying around like anything else. Maybe the things were a present from Asriel to Chara before they died. Or Asgore packed them himself, so he could always remember his children. Now it's clear that Asgore didn't kill the humans himself. In the end, I want to say, even if he would kill the humans, or even planned it, the other monsters aren't any better. Sans just didn't kill us because he made a promise. Papyrus locks us up in the garage with only 2 HP with a drop of our life and could be cursed to our death. Online wanted to see us dead anyway. Alphys sent us Metaton with us believing he is a killing machine, and Metaton himself wanted to kill us for fame. And Toriel isn't even any better. I mean, she wanted to kill us because we wanted to leave the ruins. I mean, what the heck? As you see, Asgore is completely innocent, and Toriel is mad at him for no reason. Next time when someone says Asgore would be a brutal murderer, just send him this. 'Cause I tell you, I get aggressive and it annoys me every time. I hope I could clarify that to you. If you still have questions or I forgot some things, you can tell me in the comments below. And remember, it's just a theory, an Undertale theory.